hope you're all okay. Welcome back. I just realised my dog's left a bone in the hallway, in case any of you are wondering what that is. That's my dog's bone. She's fast asleep down here, bone in the hallway. So if you, those of you that are on my Instagram, those of you that aren't on my Instagram, I went on there the other day, put a little snippet video up to say what collective readings you guys want. So if you want to go and have your say on Instagram, if you could do that rather than putting it on YouTube, because then I've got it all in one place that me and my guys can work off. So go to mysticlovetarot, find the video, write what videos you want to, pickadecks you want. Obviously it's got to work on a collective energy between you all. If it's individual circumstances, we've got to look at that, personal readings, etc, etc. But as a collective energy, if there's a strongest mutual energy between you all, we'll run it on the channel. So what we're doing today is we're going to go spying on your person. So this is for those of you guys that are just really curious as to what your person is doing. So you might not be in contact, they might be with someone else, or you're not really sure what's actually going on. We're going into spying on them, and then we're also going to have a look at what they think you're up to. So this is deck number 1 and this is deck number 2. Going with the blues today for communication. Have a think, go to where your solar plexus is pulling you, so 2 inches above your belly button. If there is a pull from that direction, go towards there. Deck number 1, deck number 2, let's get the mutual energy, focus on pushing it into the cards. Okay, let's go. I put my hair in a bun today. I never wear my hair in a bun, and I thought, oh, fancy it today. Okay, can you tell me please, can we get into the collective energy of deck number 1? Just heard Taylor's new song, The Archer. So it's going around my head now. Okay, think about your person that isn't a clairvoyant, clairaudient, rest is that is just that is in my head. Okay. So we have got a clairaudient song after I said that. We've got Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely. Was that the Backstreet Boys? We've got Nothing Compares to You as well. Let's get into your people's thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions and thought processes. 2. And then one more and we're going. Nothing compares to you. Worst singing in the world. Right, can you tell me please, what are the collective people up to? What are they doing? What's currently going on in their lives? A lot of them have got escapism behaviour. I'm hearing first of all that they are running away from situations. Now if they are with someone else already, or if they are running into a rebound relationship, please don't stress overly about it. Remember, it works on the strongest mutual energy, but if you are feeding that energy because you've got fears going on, you're manifesting that relationship kind of coming together. What are they up to? Let's get one more, and let's do what do they think the people watching are up to. What are their thoughts about that? 2. What do they think the people watching are up to? Inner workings of their little brains today. Okay, so your people, firstly there's a bit of escapism behaviour going on like we said, so this is either going off on the rebound, this is either focusing on where they are at the moment, this is either focusing, nailing down work, it's going out with friends, it's alcohol, drugs, all that kind of stuff. Your people have just gone into escape mode at the moment. So everything got on top of them, they felt quite wounded, they felt quite low frequency, and so from that lower frequency they've decided at this moment in time to kind of avoid what's going on. Because if they don't have to think about it, then they don't have to do anything about it. And that kind of comes into say, if they have ghosted you and just cut communication with you, they've kind of left the door open as well. So if you're thinking, oh my god, I haven't heard from them, well that's because the door's still open and they can return at any point. That's what they've done. They haven't said, oh, you know what, I'm over it, I'm done. We'll keep the door open and see if I can come back when I want to. So your person at this moment in time is going through this escapism behaviour. Those of you that are manifesting, again, if they have gone into a rebound or they're already with someone else, please take your energy off that other person and them, because what you're doing is you're subconsciously manifesting them. Okay, we always kind of attract what we fear. You know, there's fear-based energy and there's love-based energy, and it's really important to try and transform those fear-based energies into love-based energy. Because if you're sitting there thinking, what are they doing? Are they holding hands? Are they kissing each other goodnight? What are they doing in the bedroom? All of those fears that kind of rise up within you, you're kind of sending out to the universe that is what you want. So it's really, really, really only takes 17 seconds for that one thought to manifest. So if you start to spiral and go, oh my God, what if, please can you stop it? Take a step back, go and do something to enjoy yourself, go and raise your vibration back up, and then when you come back into it, you'll either think, oh well, I just made all of that up, or it's not so heavily in my energy anymore. Reason they're doing that again is because it gives them that release from the situation with you, and it's not that they are avoiding it. Well, they are avoiding it, but it's not that they're not thinking about it, because they are, but they're just having a bit of a break from it, and that break means escapism in whatever terms of escapism they're going through. They're thinking about you a lot. They're seeing that you're actually in quite a strong energy, but they're also hopeful that you are still crying over them. They're feeling that you have your power, and that they're starting to feel that they're not actually good enough for you as well, which is why this escapism behaviour is coming. They're starting to think as well that you guys, even though you want the same things, maybe there's a block between the two of you coming together. And again, those are their fear-based energies. So the two of you are echoing these fears onto one another. So you're going, what if there was someone else? They're going, what if there was someone else? You're going, what if it's never going to work? They're going, maybe I'm not good enough for it to work. You're going, I wish they would contact me. They're going, I need to be in the right space to contact them. And it's that mirroring energy is coming through really, really strongly in this deck. Now, your person is stuck between a rock and a hard place, and they will make these choices, and with the Chariot, they'll come back to you with a new perspective and a better objective on everything and how it's going. At the moment, though, it's largely escapism. Please follow your intuition, I'm being told as well. So if you suddenly feel that you need to go somewhere at some point within the day at a certain hour, please use that intuition to go and do it. Or if you feel that there's something that they're posting on Facebook or social media and it's aimed at you and it's positive, please use your own intuition on that, because they are trying to send you subliminal messages in a way to say that they do still love you, but are just having a bit of downtime and a bit of a break from everything at the moment. They found it very intense, very high energy, and a lot of them are just the crap at dealing with that stuff, so they've just escaped. And that is what is happening with your person. That is what they're up to. So we've got an element of escapism. Not necessarily they're all on the rebound, don't get me wrong. It could be anything to do with escapism. Your person is currently running away from the situation with you because there's fear-based energy. They are upset about the situation with you. They're not quite sure how to progress with it at the moment, so they're taking a backtrack on it. They're thinking about you a lot. Be careful what you're manifesting if they are with someone else, because that is you're feeding that manifestation. Those of you that aren't feeding the manifestation and you're actually manifesting this in a positive light, that it comes back round to you, that looks like it is happening. But it's really, really important that you remember the law of detachment, the spiritual law of detachment. If you are holding on to the situation so tightly in your energy, and the law of space as well, detachment and space, if you're holding on to it going, it's got to be then and I'm not going to give any space for anything else to happen, you're pressing pause in it, okay? Because manifestations happen when we leave it alone, when we try not to dwell on it. It's that saying of watching paint dry, isn't it? You sit there for hours watching the paint dry. It's like that, and then if you forget about it, go walk away, come back, the paint's dried. It takes time for things to happen. It takes time for this gestation period to go, but your manifestations are working, so please do not get pissed off or fed up. And if you are manifesting in a more negative light because you're in a negative vibration, chill with it, release it, get rid of it. Destroy and uncreate it and go and have a nap. Going to sleep is the best way to break a negative momentum cycle. So that is what your person is currently up to. They are thinking about you. They are in fear about you. You guys are echoing each other's fears, but the long-term objectives is that this is going to be moving back in the right direction, and this person is going to come back to you and realise that they've made a big mistake, or that they want to talk about things, and they might actually open up about emotions. They actually need this time away from you at this moment. They need this bit of escapism behaviour, this little bit of I'm running away from everything, because it's going to make them realise that they miss you, and that those feelings, the longer you don't speak to them, if you're not in contact, the more they're going to feel these emotions burning up within them, and then that will bring the contact towards you. So that's what your person is currently doing. What they think you're doing is they think, part of them want to think that you are really upset about the situation, because you are. a lot of you are, but they think that you're more upset than a lot of you are letting on, and they kind of want that as well, because they don't want you to feel happy, because they're not feeling happy. You know, they're thinking, well, they can't be over me, they can't be doing better than me, that's not fair. So they're thinking that you might be fed up with the situation, a little bit pissed off with it. They're thinking that you are thinking everything through, and then they have this fear of someone else stepping into the energy as well. So there's a lot of fear-based energy about what if you're with someone else, if they're with someone else. That is going on massively in your people's heads. And even if you're kind of with them, or your third party, or etc, etc, this is still at the back of their mind. It's that distrust, discord in their energy. Have a go at doing some releasing fear meditations, and try and put this one on the sideline so that this doesn't impact your energy, because this is going to bring you to a really low frequency. So your person is thinking that. They also know how you feel about them. There is that kind of, I hope they're waiting, I bet they're thinking about me all the time, but then the fears grab a hold of them as well. So it's not just you, it's them as well. They have these fears that you're getting on with your life, that you're going out and being intimate. Some of you that you're being, not all of you, but some of you, they've got this fear that you're going out and being intimate with other people, that you're being very sexual and dominant, because if you haven't jumped to their tune and run after them, they've got these fear-based energies happening. So they feel that you are, well, they think that you're fed up, they think that you're upset, but they're also got these fears that you're moving on without them, that you're using your sexual energy, that because they don't feel that they're worthy enough for you, that they feel that they've kind of let you out their grip, and that is the panic to them. That panic is going to bring this chariot back towards you and then moving it forward. So you guys try not to act on fear. Your people will act on fear, but you guys try not to act on fear, and keep releasing it so it doesn't manifest into fruition. Tell them what you want. Tell the universe what you want. If you want a manifesting plan doing, give me a shout. If you're doing it yourself, get cracking on it. Releasing fear is key in deck number 1. A lot of fears are coming up to the surface. You're having a period of purging, both of you, trying to get all of this crap out of your energy. It's like you've got to finish the book to start the next chapter, and this is where you guys are at the moment. It's not stagnant, it's moving. They've left the door open to come back towards you. It's just that they need a bit of a break from it. They're going to go and have a bit of downtime, escapism, whatever the escapism behaviour is. Try not to get bogged down in it. Go and enjoy yourself. Go let your hair down. Trust that the universe is going to bring it to you when the time is right, and it'll shift in the right direction. They're worried about what you're doing because they don't really want to let you go, but they've just kind of overwhelmed with it, had a freak out. Give me some time, I'll come back to you. That is deck number 1. I'm just going to pull you a vessel card. I haven't done these for ages. Hay House had a flash sale on the other day, and I bought loads of oracle cards. I don't normally buy oracle cards, and I'm not even using them. I'm using the old ones. Can you tell me, please, is there any advice for deck number 1, my people? Any advice we can give them about their person? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And one more. Okay, so we've got abundance, it gets better, and love. So this is what we're talking about, taking fear-based energy. Where is it? It's all of these. This is talking about taking these fear-based energies that you guys are dwelling on and trying to turn them into more heart-centered energy. You know, if you're thinking, oh, they're never going to message me, turn that energy into in the right time, the universe is going to bring this to me when it's ready, so that we can move into the next chapter together. If you're thinking, oh, they're with someone else, you know, to reel that energy back towards you and say, but even if they are with someone else, I'm the counterpart, I'm the divine feminine or masculine, I am their counterpart. So even if they are with someone else or trying to see what's going on, it's irrelevant because our connection is stronger. Turn these love-based energy, these fear-based energies into love-based energies, which will then move the situation forward. It will mend the hurting heart. Love is going to blossom. The universe will let it unfurl, and it will bring this natural abundance to you. So manifest what you desire. The other thing that Spirit just said, and I lost it. Tell me it again. No. It's gone. It'll come back in a second. So that's what's kind of happening here. It's this, when they talk to me, it goes, it's so quick, and if I don't catch it, that's why I speak so quick when I'm reading, because it's, moving it in the right direction. The more, okay, yeah, got you. The more energy that you put into healing yourself, the more energy you put into love-based energy and stepping away from fear, the quicker this is going to come into fruition. And please remember to surrender and release the situation. Okay, law of detachment, law of space. Create space so the universe can bring it to you, and detach so that the universe can bring it to you. Don't wait for the paint to dry. Go and enjoy yourself while the paint is drying. Okay, keep moving forward. It's looking all right, to be fair. It's looking all right. Escapism, you know, sometimes it is needed from situations. I'm sure, you know, I always say that I have to experience everything that you guys have to read for you to the depth I do. That's how Spirit have taught me, which is why at 33 years old I've had a very colourful life, I would say. I've experienced everything you lot have done, and it gives you a very, very different perspective when you kind of see it from the outside looking in, you know, and guiding you through it all. Trust in the process, have a trust of it. It will all unfurl as it is meant to. And this escapism is part of that process. You know, they are escaping, whether it's with alcohol, drugs, or getting deeply involved in work, because it's too much at the moment to take on board into that energy. They need a release from it, and that's all it is. They're just trying to release it a bit. And when they do this escapism and they do release the situation, that release of the situation means that, again, they're creating space and detaching so it can come back. Don't lose faith. Okay, deck number 1. Right, let's do deck number 2. So this, again, as always, works on the strongest mutual energy between you all. Can we get into the collector's energy of deck number 2? Can you tell me, please, what are the people? Think about your person. Can we get into their thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions, and thought processes? So, you know the drill. Strongest mutual energy between you all. Can you tell me, please, what are they up to? Can you tell me what the people... what are the other side of the people watching? What are they doing? What are they up to? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 4. Oh, interesting. Got a tower. What are they up to? 5. And what... Okay, we'll have that one as well. And what do they think the people watching are doing? What do they think the people watching are up to? It's always interesting to spy on them, isn't it? What do they think they're up to? 1, 2, 3. Alright, okay, my guide has just really strongly stepped in my energy and said, well, it's irrelevant what they think you are up to, because they're going to be needing you in the next few weeks. And that is your collective energy on it as well, that they are going to be needing you in the next few weeks. Some of that, again, that's the strongest mutual energy between you all, so your timings may vary, and bear in mind time is fluid. It's not a solid, it's a fluid. It can change, but that is what my guide just said. He said it's irrelevant what you guys are up to, what they think you're up to, because they need you. They're going to need you. So what's happening with them at the moment, they are going through these very, very dark nights of the soul. They've hit a roadblock in the path, and they're really confused about what direction to go in, how are they moving situations forward, what is it they want to do, and they are feeling very stuck in stagnant water. Very, very, it's like a fish trying to swim in a puddle of mud, Spirit have just said. And that is where your person is. They're not sure what they're doing. They're kind of leaving their they're not tying their laces before they leave the house, and when they do leave the house they realise they forgot about 50 things inside. Your person is not in a very good vibration at the moment, and that is why they're going to need you. There's been a few towers hitting, and while your person doesn't know what to do, they're going to just do nothing for the time being, but there is that need for reconciliation and communication and moving things forward with you. So these towers are hitting them, various different towers. Some is family, some is work, some is you guys, some is other people. Towers hitting all over the place in deck 2, which is meaning that your person is going to want to reach out to you. You are a bit of a comfort blanket to them, because of how they feel for you and their emotions for you. They actually feel that they can communicate to you their feelings and their thoughts, and even though they don't necessarily do that, they feel that they can do that. So they're going to need their comfort blankets, which are you lot. There's going to be a quick movement in from them. Okay, so towers are hitting, they're stagnant at the moment, then there's quick movement towards you. There's also an element of jealousy going on, there's an element of conflict going on. They're trying to just take it one step at a time at the moment, but they're panicking. There's definite panic, there's definite worry, and there's definite concern going on here, and this is because these towers are flying around, whatever their individual towers are. They're looking towards you and seeing you in a stable position within this family, within this love, a love for one another. It's like the karmic debt is being repaid for a lot of your people. A karmic debt, depending on what their tower is being repaid, and they're coming back towards you. So that's what your person is up to. Your person is having towers and realizing that they need you, that they want to speak to you, that they need that kind of comfort and security from you. They feel like a lot of people are out to get them. They're feeling quite disharmony. I just said disarm. Okay, I heard disarmed and disharmony. Oh, disarmed. So they're laying their weapons down, and then they're not in harmony. It kind of came through as one and went disharmony. I was like, what's that? Laying their weapons down. They're getting ready to come and say to you, I need you. Come help me. They might not open up to you when they first reach out to you. They might not open up to you about everything that's happening, but the more you build on a kind of friendship, fun, flirty, exciting, I'll be your go-to, the more you build on that energy, the more they're going to open up to you. Don't push them for answers, because that'll push them away, but these towers are bringing them back towards you. Major wake-up calls happening in this deck. And if there's a pause in it, and it takes longer than a couple of weeks, remember it's your mutual energy, but even those 2 weeks is going to be the wake-up calls in the heads, and that's going to make this movement back towards you, or to you, even if they're still in the background. Major towers happening. Your person is not in a good place as a collective. Don't panic about it. I never say to you send them love, because I think sometimes that can be overwhelming to them when they're feeling so low and vulnerable. But what you can do is do meditation or send love to yourself, and obviously ask that then to echo onto them. So instead of it sending it straight to them and overwhelming that energy, you're sending it to yourself first, and then that goes on to them. So before, breathe in, breathe out, do your relaxation, and then say, can you make sure that any love that I send to myself here gets echoed onto Blair, so that they can feel the benefits of it as well, with total ease, joy and glory. Okay? Your person's having a major wake-up call. What they think you're up to, that is also kind of panicking them a little bit. They do feel that you will still be there for them, as majority of you will be when they do reach out to you. They're getting ready to make these moves back towards you. They are watching you from the sideline. They're slow and steady movement. They think that you've been trying to move forward with life, but you'll still be there for them, because you've got quite a solid, stable situation. Solid, stable feelings for one another, even though you'll be like, oh, I'm not sure about that, but that's what your person thinks, that they are aware how stable you are in your emotions towards them. So they do feel that even though you've been moving forward with slow, steady movement, that you will still be there to kind of come back towards them. They have a fear that you guys are either moving on, or that you're with someone else, or that you're just seeing what's happening. They know that they can come back to you at any time. They know that you will be the light that kind of guides them in the darkest hours. And they know that from what you are up to, what they think you're up to. They think that they could still come back towards you at any point, and you will still be there for them. And to be fair, they're going to need you. Whatever these towers are, there's big towers hitting everywhere. They're realising their emotions for you. They're realising the truth of it. They're starting to get the pieces of the puzzle all in one place. And these towers are hitting to give them that wake-up call. So they haven't got really that much fear about what you're up to, because even though there is going to be that underlying, oh, what is it, what they're doing, they know that they can contact you if they need you, which is quite sweet, really. And your people are going to need you. They're seeing the truth of it. They're understanding it from more heart-centered emotions, and that's why my guy said it doesn't matter what they think you're up to, because they're going to need to come back towards you anyway. A lot of interventions have been happening here with spirits, or the divine, so to speak, rather than spirit. There's been a lot of interventions going on that's causing them to have these wake-up calls and these reality checks, and a lot of them are kind of not necessarily opening up spiritually, but waking up a little bit, seeing a bigger perspective on it all, and realizing that these emotions towards you go beyond the physical. And through that, again, it's a push back towards you. Waking up, towers hitting, things going a little bit peak-tongue, dark nights of the soul, bringing that movement towards you. So I'm just going to get you 3 cards from here as well, just for any advice for you guys. Is there any advice for deck number 2? Any advice for deck number 2? Right, I've got 4. So this when they do come back to you, and where you are at this moment, is really, really important that you keep in your power and you set boundaries with them. So if you had a bit of a rocky, tumultuous time with them before, and you felt that, you know, you were betrayed or taken advantage of, or it didn't go how you wanted it to, when they come back towards you, it's really important that you set these boundaries with them and stay in your power, stay in your, no, I am the Queen or King of Swords, don't mess with me, I'll support you and guide you, but don't come in and out of my life because you feel that you can. Really, really important that you do that. You keep in your power, you put your no entry sign up. If they can't get, if they're not going to give you that indication of what you need as well, it's not just on their terms, it's on your terms as well. So make sure you stay in that power. The other thing that we've got over here is light and support. They need you to be the light, we've already said that, and the support that's going to guide them. So make sure that you are in there, not just giving and taking, you know, you're not in just there, but a lot of spiritual people have the issue, I mean, when I was younger, I did, where people take and not get anything in return. And it's really important, again, universal law of giving and receiving, that whatever you give out, you get compensated for that in return. It's just the way it works. It's like, you know, if you're going to help 1,000 people, that you're getting the job satisfaction from it. If you're going to give your person hundreds and hundreds of support, that you're getting love or what you want back from it. It's the same with all universal things. It's the same as if you were going to watch someone that played the piano, they would get paid because you're going there to give and receive. It's really, really important that you balance those energies out, because if you don't, you guys are going to end up in psychic burnout. Nobody wants psychic burnout. You'll feel drained, you'll feel tired, you'll feel sick. So make sure that when they do come back, you stand in your power, you set your boundaries, and you stick to it. Make sure that you're getting stuff in return for what you're giving, okay? Don't get yourself into a place where you're feeling really low frequency, or you're not sure what's going on, because you haven't stood in your power with the boundary side of things, okay? Your person needs you, but don't let them take the piss, basically. Okay, and that is deck number 2. So if you want to book a private reading, website is mysticlovetarot.com, email is mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. Instagram is just mysticlovetarot. My name's Ali, for those of you that don't know. It's actually Alexandra, but everyone calls me Ali. And if you want to have your say on collective readings as well, go onto Instagram, find the video I put out, go and have a look, and write what ones you want on there. Alright guys, sending lots of love to you. Be blessed. Have a good week. Bye.